Hey there, welcome back. As a coach or manager, how you communicate, collaborate, and support your team is going to be different in a virtual setting. So it's essential to realign with your team on what's expected of them. So let's take a look and talk about how we set expectations in our new virtual world. Ha! I love this guy. You'll want to treat onboarding for your remote team the same way you would onboard a new hire. You'll want to clarify things like working hours, how and when to communicate, and how you'll track their performance, and what their performance expectations and priorities are. Let's start with working hours. What are the normal working hours? What time should employees sign on and sign off each day? Are the working hours fixed or flexible? Also, how should team members indicate that they're unavailable during normal working hours? For example, how should they communicate if they step away from their computer for lunch or break?
All right, lunchtime. Okay, so should I just quit?
And keep in mind, some of us may even have team members in different locations and time zones, because geography in a virtual setting is no longer a limitation. Setting expectations on how and when to communicate is also very important. How quickly do you expect a response from your team members during working hours? What are your team's offline hours? And is it okay to communicate in those offline hours? And if so, what can be communicated at that time?
We can talk about your average handle time tomorrow, Samantha.
Another thing to discuss are your channels of communication. How do those channels compare? Or how do team members know when to use one channel of communication over another? Certainly, if a matter is urgent, email may not be the best channel to communicate. They should chat or call you. Performance and priorities. How will you manage and track performance and priorities? How will this information be documented? How will it be organized and shared with your team? What is going to be the general workflow in your remote environment? What's really important is your team's roles and responsibilities may shift slightly when working from home. So create accountability by clarifying what each team member's priorities and performance expectations are. We'll pause it here for now. You're going to want to introduce this new normal and set expectations with a team call. Open up the floor for discussion so your team can share thoughts, concerns, or even share best practices and ask questions. Make sure you document the expectations that were set in that team call, and make sure your team always has access to it, preferably on your team's channel so they can reference it at any time. See you soon.